Alright. It's going live. Okay. Alright. YouTube is live apparently. Yes. Let's go to my other window here. Twitch is connecting. That's good. Twitch showing online. Okay. YouTube supposedly going online, although I'm not seeing it. Yeah, there's Twitch. Okay. YouTube is still sending data. Okay, well, this is, who's it sending data to? New channel. You know, I'm supposed to be streaming on YouTube, and yet I still don't even see myself. And I'm subscribed. I mean, how well does that work? Videos. Come on. Well, YouTube's supposed to be working. Live chat, concurrent chat, video resolution. Alright, what about that? Stream key. Well, it's public. Even blog, okay, yeah. Live chat's on, stream's on. Put a little quick test here, make sure it works. Okay, well, according to that, YouTube should be working. So I'll just have to trust that it is. Yeah, even though it doesn't actually have a connection. Alright, let's double check to make sure Twitch is up. Give me a moment here. Okay, I will start then. Based off of that, run.
にした者に無限の力を授けると謳われた伝説の剣ラングリッサー。欲深き者々はその剣を求めるがゆえ、善なる人々はその剣を守らぬがため、互いに命をかけ多くの血が流れている。しかし今は古き英雄の末裔バルディア王家の手によって悪しき者たちから長きを守られている。だがそれも崩れ去る時が来た。ダルシス帝国皇帝ヒゴス
Okay, this is supposed to be live right now, so
ラ
let's
ングリッサーを手に入れんがためにバルディアへ侵攻を開始したのである。
Twitch turns on. Okay. Check 1, 2. There we go. Aha, it's working. I think.
伝説の力を手に入れる世界制覇という野望を抱いていた。
It's just YouTube being YouTube, I guess. Alright.
呪われた剣が
Let's go back to the magic engine here. And see if we can get ourselves started. Okay. Load. Okay, so welcome to today's stream. This is the King of Smut 95 playing Langrisser on the PC engine. And right now, let's see, just loading up here. Doing scenario 17. So we're just on the footsteps of actually, finishing and completing this thing. So we're doing really, really well. Okay, and okay, so obviously we're off to get to to the castle of Bozal, and we have Nanga, the wizard again, that we have to deal with. Okay, just turn off my Twitch side here so I can hear. Hope you guys, I think you guys on the Twitch side can hear me, so let me know if you can. I'll make the adjustment. So, yeah. So as shown here, the winning condition is you have the You don't have to kill Bozell on this level, but that's that's your primary target. So if you can kill the commanders and that kind of stuff, and you got lots of wyverns and that kind of stuff on this level, and you get the 2 sorcerers. Obviously, the losing condition is if you get Laden killed. That would be a bad thing. Yeah. So you gotta make sure you don't accidentally do that. Okay. Okay, so here's your map. Now again, on this level you can play everybody except for one person, so I'm going to exclude Lance. And so before I do anything like that, I've already got this part already done, so I'm going to go load state number 8. Okay, and this is where we left off at from yesterday. Okay, so what has happened here? Well, let's see. We had to have basically rushed Laden up very quickly to eliminate the one wizard that was on this side, and that released the mind control that they had on Chris. I had Taylor use his griffins and rush the wizard on this side to get rid of him, so that also eliminates another meteor spell and that kind of stuff. And then basically we have squads of wyverns from here advancing over to here. They had basically a bunch from this corner advancing to this one, and of course one that was on this corner now advancing to this one. So lots of breath weapon kind of stuff happening, and lots of and of course Bozell sitting right here at the bridge, and at the entrance of the castle. So you want to try get to him and knock him out probably last. Okay, all right. So our troops are getting really beat down. Okay, Laden here, he's already got virtually all his griffins shaved down because it's just all the attacking going on. So I'm gonna have to heal him up. Taylor's over here. You know, he managed to finish his stuff, and his guys are somewhat surviving, not too badly. Well, considering. They're taking a beating, of course. But we can do a little bit of damage here, so maybe from here, take out that guy. And then these guys are probably a little bit too weak to do anything. And he's got 12 magic points. And the reason why I had him put 12 magic points is because he actually has some, like, unlike the other guys who are like, you know, the lords. As a dragon knight, he actually has 3 cool spells. He has attack, he has zone, and he also has earthquake. So he could theoretically be a third person, you know, in the later levels that can actually cast an earthquake spell. And you know, that, you know, can theoretically just, you know, totally decimate you know, enemy troops. So I'm just gonna put these weaker guys over to here and let him heal up here. Although pretty cool to cast an earthquake spell on these guys and just that'd be the end of them. All right. So we got in this bottom corner we have I'm gonna move Narm up forward. And basically, I'm going to let her serve as a decoy, because first of all, she can, you know, survive the hit from a meteor spell, and she doesn't carry troops because the troops probably wouldn't survive a meteor spell. Okay, so again, wyverns are flying guys. So what we've done is equipped a lot of guys with archers, so we can cut them down, and that's what we want to do with these guys. So we'll do that. And we probably don't even need to use the attack spell because everyone's sort of in range anyway, so let's see what we can do here. Yeah, see, these guys are pretty weak. We can probably eliminate them by just going through the ranks like this. Okay, and finally, oh yes, good old Soon was one of the very last fighter types that I have that hasn't upgraded to his 3rd class change. So here we go. He has now you know, got his 3rd class change. So now he has become from a regular lord to a high lord. Okay, so now everybody, Soon, Hawking, Taylor has obviously gone up to gone to Dragon Knight, and Albert has already now all become high lords. So now that just leaves Jessica and Chris to get their 4th class change because they're already on their 3rd class change right now, which might be tough because you know, they are difficult to work with. All right, let's see. Let's continue cutting these guys down. Let's get rid of. Can we kill him? Oops. So now he has Thunder, Heal, Shield, and Zone. Okay. So let's attack this guy here. There we go. Done. Let's see, there's a 2 right here. Kill this guy. And there's a 7 that we can do a 2-on-1 on. So we'll attack from this side first. And then we'll attack on this side to kill that guy there. Okay. So he did pretty well. See, we got Jessica and Chris in the middle here. Again, Chris, we didn't have Chris for the first couple of turns because the fact that or first turn 1 is because the magic user threw a control spell on her, and you know, that really kind of messed her up. So, so basically now we got them fixed up, so now we have to, you know, got them running. So. I'm just gonna make sure to boot up Twitch here to make sure that's all running all fine. The numbers are always flipping up and down everywhere, so we're doing awesome here. Okay. Okay, so what should we do with them? Okay, well, they could probably go up and deal with these guys here, or maybe cash in on some of these wyverns over here, because I did intentionally equip Chris with archers. So maybe what I'll do is I'll withdraw Albert back a little bit and let Chris take over the kills. You know, maybe let them get the kills from here and from here. All right. So maybe that's what we'll do. I'll move these guys back here. Like I'll pull them back here. You may also notice that I have lots of griffins sitting here. These are all Layden's griffins, because of all the meteor spells and that kind of stuff. I only attack with just the necessary units to basically finish them off, but I left all the remaining units back here just to be in safety here. I will rejoin them together shortly. So I'm gonna use him and do a full-fledged retreat, and then I'm gonna try to let Chris move forward like this to kind of swap places. So maybe, you know, or some of her archers can start actually like taking account of this guy over here, and then maybe we can give her some kills. Can she hit that guy over here? She can. She can hit this 3 down here if I can get one of her archers over there. Yeah, I don't think I can. Everything's out of range. Okay, so I'll leave her at that. Get some of these griffins out of the way. So yeah, these griffins are you know, shall we say, very far away from Layden and very out of his you know, zone of control. But they are alive and they are safe for the time being. So I'm just gonna move them out of combat range here until I'm ready to bring them back together again, because again we'll use them for probably the final charge against Bozell. Okay, so these guys will reassemble around him, which is fine. These guys will move out of the way, and that just leaves Jessica. She's sitting right here. Jessica probably needs to maybe engage this guy here, so maybe move her up to get ready to engage those guys there. So let's move them up to the quarter position, like right here, and then sort of. She's got a bunch of damaged units here, so let's put them in positions of healing. Make sure that they get healed, because again, everyone's throwing breath weapons around, and yeah, we're getting toasted. Okay, there we go. All right. So all you people that are on the stream, welcome to the stream. We're doing Langrisser. Click on there. We are doing Langrisser level 17, and this is a pretty intense level, as you can tell. You know, because of the fact that we had, you know, this is one of the few levels that you can basically use just about everybody in your arsenal. Again, I left out the one guy, which is Lance, because it's like, yes, we spent all this time and all this levels beating you down, and now you want to join us. You know, I guess that's the, if you can't beat them, join them, right? I think we had to save his sorry ass on that one level. Okay. There we go. Okay. So he's gonna come and attack. Yeah, so he can come down and try to attack our guys here. And again, archers are, you know, can hold up pretty well against these guys. So I'm hoping that they'll start like ignoring Layden and whatever. Okay, so this guy decides, yep, wants to advance forward and start attacking Chris, which is good. Whoa. That was close. It almost killed Chris, but no, she held on. Okay, and these new units out. Yeah, throw thunder. Yeah, very good. So I'm gonna have to pull Taylor out of there. And oh, more thunder. Yep, so, you know, even on even for the most part, so that's not too bad. We can hold out. Okay. So how was everyone's day today? Today's, you know, some of the other, you know, shows and that kind of stuff I'm watching and you know, paying attention to. I was on Twitch, and we were following. I was following the Tony Bruno show, you know, Bruno Nation Live on Twitch. You know, they were doing a one-hit wonder Wednesday thing going on there. So, you know, you know, listen to yesterday's episode on the podcast there, and it's, you know, I always find those episodes really interesting because, you know, like I am a really big fan of, like, you know, 80s music, and of course 80s had a lot of, you know, one-shot wonders and whatever. Well, you know, people could argue, you know, certain, you know, artists are not for one shot or no, or you know, kind of hit the guys, and one of the facts that a lot of people, you know, sort of go to is that fact that Aha, you know, Take on Me, is, like, you know, the number one hit wonder. And when I think the band Aha, you know, I don't think of them as a one hit wonder, you know, because I mean they did do a Bond song. I'm thinking, and of course, you know, granted, it's probably not one of the, you know, it's not up there with, you know, other types of Bond songs, like, you know, maybe like, for example, like Duran Duran or something like that. But, you know, it, you know, I knew it was a Bond song, and you know, I think it placed okay. I didn't think it was a, you know, total bomb. But I don't know. Tell me what you think. You know, do you agree that Aha is a total one-hit wonder? I mean, you know, they had like 11 albums. It can't be all totally useless in band albums, but, you know, okay, whatever. It's it's you know, it's one of those type of things. Okay. But yeah, so if you can think of a, you know, what are your favorite sort of one-hit wonders? I just, you know, I just came across, you know, Aha, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is like, you know, really brings back to youth, because, you know, a lot of the songs in the 80s, not because I would listen to, were all essentially one-hit wonders for the most part. So, okay, so we're gonna pull Alberta all the way back because we don't really need them. He's not needed right this present moment, so he can. Let's get, you know, keep him in the middle so that he can do an offensive if he needs to. So let's kind of assemble his forces there, while Chris can move forward and take care of her. So she has to heal. Maybe I'll use a heal spell instead. But I'm gonna find her forces here. So here's a 10. So let's move it forward and let's take out this guy. Let's see. She has another 10 right here. Yep. 10, so let's move it over here and let's take out this guy. Let's see, is this hers? Yep, that's hers. She's got a 2 right here. Okay, hold it. Is that a 3? Okay, that 3's in range. So maybe we're gonna take that guy out right now. That's it. Let's see. Whose is this? This is Albert's. That's hers. Okay. So let's take this 4 and let's put it into healing here. I'll put it not down there, I'll put it over here. This guy, I'm just gonna attack. I should be able to kill him without taking any damage, yes. And I think that's all I have. That's all these. Oh no, there's one more Chris's. But she can't reach anything, so. Useless. Alright, heal. 1. Right about here. Right. Ding. Okay, perfect. So she's doing well. Alright, so now these guys are coming forward to attack. I want her to attack Jessica. So let's get Hawking out of here. You know, move him sort of with the back end over here, like kind of like that. And then let Jessica come forward. Now these guys are probably close enough that I can probably throw attack on herself, and then that will tell me where all her forces are. Okay, so it's they're all basically in the way here. Let's see. This 8 can take out this 4, so we'll do that first. Bing. This 8 can take out this 3, so let's do that. Bing. There's a 1 over here. Is it in range? Yes. It is in range. So I can use... Well, I don't want to go too far out because if I do, I'm overstretching myself. Okay, let's maybe take this guy here and take him out. Alright, so I'm still in range. That 3 is now in range. So let's use this 10 here and take him out. Okay. This 4 is probably just to do for heal, so let's go heal him. That leaves me 110 and 1-8 left. Can I? Yes, I can. This is Hawking's. So let's just get him out of the way, because he's just a 1 and he can't do anything anyway. So let's see who I can hit. I can hit this. I can hit the 9. Yes, I can hit that 9, but I can't double him. No. I can make him weak. Maybe I can take him out with a 10, because he does have attack on. Nope, I can make him really weak, but I can't take him out. What else can I do? I can't hit the 4, and that tree right there is out of range. So basically, everyone else is out of range. That's all I can do. All right, so Layden, let's move Layden over here. And Armor gonna keep each of the company for a bit. Act as a decoy to hold these guys in place. I suppose I can move Taylor in the same position, because they're really not doing anything useful. Got a whole bunch of damaged units in the middle here. A good heal spell would probably fix those guys up, if I can get there with one. Well. Okay, well, let's deal with these guys here. Alright, so this guy's got a 10. So let's move this 10 unit and take care of this 5 unit. Oh, can't quite kill it. Jerk. Okay, I'm gonna lose this 8 unit back. Take the other 10 unit. And take them out. 5 units of damage. Let's move them out of the way. Got another 10 unit right here. Let's attack and deal with him. And that's everything. Heal. Okay, so Chris has moved forward. Move forward. Everybody's done. Hooray! Okay. Excellent. Yeah. So the whole entire episode was, was quite a big blast of the past. Because when I'm thinking one-hit wonders, I go back and I think of, I wasn't thinking of Aha, although I knew the song. Another really popular one in that sort of category is Quarter Flash. Hard My Heart, and I know MTV considers that them to be a one-hit wonder, but I liked a lot of songs from Quarter Flash, especially that saxophone that Lindy Ross does. It's just really, I really like that. That was unique for that time period. But they opened the theme song for Night Shift, and and there's a whole bunch of other songs from the first album. I like Valerie, Take Another Picture, Take Me to Heart. That's another one. But yeah, some people consider them a one-shot wonder. Yeah, definitely. Another one that someone always that points out of that era is Shannon's Do You Want to Get Away? Or I shouldn't say that. Shannon has a whole bunch of different. I hate that. Hate that spell. But there's lots of those things. But yeah, Shannon released a a song called Do you want to dance? But again, some people consider that a one-hit wonder, but to me, she made many different songs. How well they, I guess they pace it off of how well they rank on the Billboard top charts. But I mean, Give Me the Night, I remember, but she made a whole bunch of different songs like that. So that was another one that sort of came to mind. But I mean, I guess there's also a difference between that and really obscure bands, But other bands that sort of fall in that category would be like, Nina and 99 Luft Balloons, Men Without Hats, the good old Safety Dance, What Is Love, Hadaway, Although I think Hadaway had another hit, but nothing comes to mind, right? So, okay, let's go on here. Let's see what else we got going on here. Okay, so let's see. Jessica seems to be doing pretty well, taking care of her stuff now. The guys are still out of range, so that's the problem. Is I can't really throw an attack spell and continue my attack unless I move my guy forward. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll move Jessica forward to, let's say, here. Well, I can probably take it right to here. Let's do an attack, yeah. And then, then I can just use the rest of her guys to clear the way here. Okay. Take some of these injured units and put them in both flanks, and then I can whip up there with some 10 units and maybe see who's this Jessica. Okay, take them up to the top here and just knock these guys out. Almost. Who is this one? Oh no, that's Hawkins. This is Jessica's. Okay, well, let's put him here. Who is this? Hawkins. This is Jessica's. Hawkins. Jessica's. Okay. They're out of range. Okay, well, maybe I'll have to wait for that one to get there. Okay. So these guys are running right past this group here, are basically running right past Layden and Narm and Taylor. Okay, and I guess they're eager to try to engage these guys here. I mean, they're pretty weak as they are, so I'm not horribly concerned. I mean, I can spread them out a little bit here, just to meet up with my staging guys here. Just gonna move them back a little bit because I don't want them to really get all the kills, right? What I can do is I can just hit heal. And Narm, since she's healed, let's throw Thunder on. There you go. Weaken them down a little bit, so they may have to, Layden is sitting here in sort of his mode here, so let's change his mode to defensive mode and then bring all his Griffins back so they're close to him, because I think that's what they're doing. They're chasing after these Griffins that were out of zone, and they're probably about the most normal target that they can hit right now. I'm gonna maybe just take some of these weaker guys. Okay, this is Jessica's. All the healing hexes that Jessica has is full, so let's move up there. Who is this? This is Hawkins. So, back down here. And there's another injured one right here. Oh, this is Chris's. Okay, so let's deal with Chris down here first. Okay, so she's got to heal. Okay, maybe I'll heal after combat kind of idea. So let's attack this guy straight on. Boom. We have a 5 sitting over here. He's in range. Oh, both the 5 and the 6 are in range. So let's take this 9 here. Move here. Yes. Archers in the forest. You know, you can't go wrong with them. Making use of that 20% bonus. Okay, is it still range? Okay, yeah, I can hit him from underneath. So let's use this 8 here. Let's whack him from underneath. There you go. Alright, so let's heal up these remaining guys here so that I can give a good... let's see, heal 1. Give a good heal 1 right here. That's it. Perfect. So in the next turn we can attack the the boss dragon straight on with some 10 units and just chop them down. That's what we want to do. Okay. Right, so these guys can reassemble. They can reassemble around him. Soon has only this one more guy left to deal with over here, and then he gets to chop down the boss. So let's see if we can do that. So let's save the 10 for the boss. Let's see if we can just kill this guy with the leftovers here. Maybe use a 7 here. Hit him from this side. There we go. Got him. So now let's try to take out the boss dragon. We'll use this 10 first, and we'll hit him in the forest. Knock him down to a 5. Okay. Attack this one. Knocks him down to a 1. Okay. Alright, so do it. Be brave. Dun, dun, dun. From the mountain X, 30%. Come on. Do some damage. There you go. There you go. See. And when you level this guy up, he's actually somewhat useful. Eh? Alright, so one of the sets of wyverns are gone. So that's one we don't have to worry about. We have just this rest of that left. That's a brand new troop. We got these leftovers here that Jessica should be just about done with, and we have one more turn. We should get rid of this one over here, and then when they're done, and then now we can, so now we got to worry about these guys coming down the middle. But these guys are almost ready to take them on. Don't want to really take it. And then of course, then we do a final charge against the Bozell up here. Again, oops, heal him up here. Just keep them occupied. All right. Go. All right. All right. So I'd like to, again, welcome any new users to the stream. This is we're right now doing the level 17 of Langrisser for the PC Engine. Okay. The YouTube stream. Right. Can never understand why that works and that doesn't work. Who knows? Okay, so welcome to the stream there, Chad. You're early. Yeah, so I started a little bit early. That's okay. It just happens. I finished finished a little early. Had my thing a little bit early, and yeah, so I had to start the stream early. Yeah, you're right there, Chad. I've also not gotten the YTube or the YouTube notification, and I don't really know why. Because if I flip to the YouTube page, it does say, concurrent views, and it does show an updated play window on the YouTube side, and it says it's streaming. So I don't know why it's not sending out notifications and why it's not printing something else, because it should be live. Yeah, concurrent views, concurrent playbacks, average view time. So stream is healthy. Just a warning: the video resolution is not optimal. Okay, well, okay, well, it's fine. Okay, no, stream is good. So everything on the YouTube side says it's supposed to be going, according to what I've got here. But it's another one of those oddities, I guess. I'm gonna have to, you know, it's kind of funny because just when I thought there was a, I had this all down on the YouTube side, and of course now it all kind of goes wacky. Oh well, we'll leave that for now, and we'll stay on that. So, welcome to the people on Twitch. Then again, I'm streaming this a playthrough level 17 for Langrisser for the PC Engine here. And we're just sort of catching up with a little bit of news and a little bit of things that are happening. As I said, one of the things that I was listening to on Twitch was the Brew Nation Live feed that was on Twitch, and they're doing the One Hit Wonders Wednesday. Okay. And that was a really interesting show because it's just doing lots of one hit wonders. Okay. But the other thing that was really new on the front is, especially for all the people, playing Langrisser mobile, the new Sakura Wars crossover, event has started, but only kind of. For some strange reason, obviously, it has to do with a lot of the problems with with certification and that kind of stuff on the Apple side. The Langrisser mobile update for iPhone devices, iOS or whatever, is not available still. I think I just checked it like just before when I went, like an hour ago before I had dinner, because I need to do my joint battles. It still is not active on the Apple side. So again, I had to switch over to my Android on the Samsung side to actually do the upgrade on that. And actually, what? Oh, okay. Let's see. We have an emergency situation here. It looks like some yellow guys came over and knocked my guys out of my gym. So we're gonna have to do the interruption of the regularly scheduled program. Whoops. Interrupt the regularly scheduled program here to deal with these guys here. So, excuse me while I whip this out here. We'll take care of these guys here. So, as I was discussing, one of the interesting news is plural. Is that yes, those players who are playing Langrisser mobile, the update's only available on Android right now. So I had to download it on my Samsung here, which is the first phone right here. So I've been playing the version on that currently right now, and so I do my dailies, my joint battle. Try to get one fight into the arena done, things like that. But more importantly, I wanted to draw some tickets. Okay, yes, because this new crossover event basically features. Well, for you people who don't know, who haven't got it yet, or who are doing it, this new crossover event crosses over Langrisser with a fairly pretty popular anime called Sakura Wars. Now, Sakura Wars, when I got playing it and that kind of stuff, it was a kind of a dating sim slash kind of mobile kind of a strategy game for the Sega Saturn. Okay, it was a really big Sega title at that time, and they really did, they were really pushing that one because again it was fairly good anime. Again, very famous artist that did it, and basically they made it into like kind of a kind of with a medieval touch, but with modern, like, again, kind of, steampunkish type of technology. Okay, so there's gone into the still the techniques of classic samurai kind of stuff, but also with modern sort of machinery, as it were, or slightly more modern machinery. Okay, steam era, I guess you would say. But yeah, it says that sort of happened at an era where the games like life sims and that kind of stuff were still fairly popular, and this is one of the ones where Sakura Wars was probably one of the first that actually crosses over that concept of a dating sim and that kind of stuff with an actual something else. Okay, in this case it's a strategy type game, right? Because I mean, we've all had things like Graduation, and of course on the PC Engine they were releasing like things like Debut, Neo Graduation, that kind of stuff. So those type of things. Tokimeki Memorial was always a really big thing. Okay, and so Sakura Wars is this new sort of we'll take that kind of a person dating sim, interactive sim kind of thing, and make it integrated with a strategy game. So this is really kind of that's why this is somewhat natural, to make a crossover with Sakura Wars, because again it kind of the original game sort of had all those elements. So again, anyone who no one over here, of course, because no one plays that kind of stuff over here, but at least in Japan, where people are playing a lot of these type of try to manipulate the story, i.e. the female characters, with your character, and try to affect certain decisions and that kind of stuff, throughout this sort of dating sim kind of thing. Okay, again, I never really played the Sakura Wars on the Saturn too much. I think at that time, let me think, what was I doing sort of at that time was probably the time I was playing a lot of Graduation for the PC Engine, and doing a lot of I touched a little bit on Neo Generation, a little bit touched a little bit on Debut, because those games got they were, I shouldn't say impossible, but what ends up is a lot of events and things like that happen in them, which were really at the time too close to real life. There are things like, for example, you're interacting with the characters and stuff, in different ways, and different things will happen. But there's some events and some characters that if you didn't do it a certain way, like for example, you decide, oh, today I'm not going to go to the cafeteria and eat lunch or whatever. If you didn't go to the cafeteria and eat lunch that day, and you decide to go somewhere else, some friend came and invited you to go to to the cafe or something, and you decide to go with that friend to the cafe, well, the one of one of the only chances that you had to go and meet this other person, this other character that if you want to get her, she was going to be in the cafeteria, and if you went to the cafeteria that day, then you would have had a chance to meet her. Otherwise, if you went somewhere else or you weren't there at that particular time, whatever, then you've lost your chance to meet her for for days upon weeks or whatever, and much later in the game, and then of course different stuff will happen, and your chances of maybe meeting her or hooking up with her will be a lot worse. So that's why I thought that it was very appropriate that for example Sakura Wars ended up with crossed over with Langrisser. So it was actually kind of good. All right, so it's okay. So now I've dealt with the yellow guys and put my stuff back into the gym, and so that's good. Okay, so let's go back over to the other map here and resume the regularly scheduled program that is already in progress, as they say. Okay. So yes, I'll continue that story when I, let's see, do our set of move here. So let's, oops. I'm not clicked onto the right window here. There you go. Try that again. Alright, so what's happening here? Okay. So Jessica is almost finished taking care of her guy here, so let's do that first. Boom. Oh come on. Oh come on. You should have been able to kill that guy. Okay, so let's use another unit here. Alright, get rid of him. Alright. Okay, now we can use archers on this guy here, so let's start with him. You know what, there's nothing I should probably do. I should probably throw attack on myself first. There. Okay. Now, are these part of this guy? No. This guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. No, this guy is part of this guy. He's part of that guy. So one guy, I think this guy is actually part of the other of this unit here. Do I really want to extend myself out that far to get him? Okay, fine. You know what? Let's take out this guy first, and then let's take out the 2, and then I can take out the 6. Maybe we'll use this guy here. There. Right. So therefore, I should have nobody else from the other side, right? Correct. So basically, I'm looking at the blue region here to determine what the area of effect does, and then of course from that I can determine whose squad it belongs to. And it does. So I've dealt with all the guys that belongs to this guy here. So oh boy, this guy's being a bit of a pain here. There you go. Yeah. Okay, so he goes down. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna game save state file 1. Okay, so all right, so one guy over here is dealt with. The guy is Chris's now. So let's see if we can finish dealing with him. Now he's running away, so let's move Chris a little bit closer here, like here, for example, and bring these rest of these archers over. Go for the forest in there. Okay, he's down to a 2. Let's move the other 10 unit here, and let's finish him off. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so hey, that's 2 down. All right, so basically the entire right side is now clear of all the wyverns. So basically now the main monster troop has basically ran past Layden and Narm and Taylor, and basically wants to engage these guys here. Okay, which is fine, I suppose. You know, they don't really need the kills. Chris is at level 4, so she could probably use some more, definitely. Even though she just, you know, killed that one troop down here. But you know, she needs some more hits. Let's see. Jessica is up to level 7. Okay, so she doesn't need a lot more, but you know, give her a couple more good ones to work with, and see, they'll be good. Soon just finished killing, you know, his guy on the side here, and these guys are still advancing forward, and they're harassing my main group here. Okay, so let's soon kind of heal and let him regroup his forces. I'm going to move these guys further back. Okay. What? Because I don't really need, you know, I don't really need these guys to, you know, to make the kills and that kind of stuff right now, because they don't need the experience points, and I am running out of levels to, you know, to do this kind of stuff. So let's move Hawking further back, And this just gives me the opportunity to Hawkins to basically try to spread the experience points out, because now, you know, this level has calmed down a little bit, so it's not as high pressure to kill the guys on the screen as quickly as before. Okay, so let's back those guys up, and then that way I can then move Chris across to attack him this way, and I'll use Jessica over here to come across and sweep these guys out. So meanwhile, I'll just again heal Layden, heal Narm, and heal Taylor, and we'll just kind of let these guys maintain their position, because they probably won't do any more attacking, I'm sure. And then I'll use Jessica to sweep across and just gonna whack those guys out. Okay. So again, yeah. So the major update has occurred for Langrisser Mobile, but not everyone's able to get into it. Only the people who are on Android devices do it. So I've been playing on my Samsung, and getting pretty far on that kind of stuff. Managed to do my dailies, and definitely give a shot on the do a few pulls on the, try to hopefully get the thing. And then so basically I'm going away, pulling up first 10 was pretty depressing, and so pull another 20 tickets, next 10, so I'm up to 20 tickets, and that was pretty sad too. Yeah, I'd have to admit, it's pretty sad. And so then yes, kept pulling it until I got to my 60th ticket pull, so my 6th set. I managed to pull one of the SSRs from the banner. I managed to pull Sumire Kanzaki, so that's the second main character, or the second character in the banner, which is good. I can't complain. It's an SSR. She's I would have liked to get Sakura, but hey, they're both main characters, so that's okay. I'll take her. Okay. Cool. So so either way works. The Semper Viper is also the new the new feature for Pokemon Go right now. Trying to get a shiny for that one. That's shall I say, not exactly the key thing. Okay. Let's see what I'm doing here. Let's see. Jessica's now done, so now she can sweep across and start taking these guys out. Let's see what her range is though. She can only hit the 4 and the 6. Unless somebody else can throw the attack spell. Wait a minute, I think Taylor's got attack. Yes, he does. So let's throw attack on her this way. Okay, so now Jessica can move forward, put everybody into range, and then start whacking them out. So let's do that. Can she do it? Oh yeah, there you go. She can do it. Okay, so let's start with this guy. La 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 la, whack. Okay. There's a 7. Oh, there's a 10 unit up above. Can I get over to that? Let's try. Nope. Okay, Layden's gonna move out of the way, and I think she can get to the 7. So let's move him out of the way. Maybe down over here somewhere. Let's just move him over this way. Get him out of the way. Alright. 7. So let's go for the 7. Take a 10. And whack mode. Come on. Nope. Okay, leave the 5 where he is. We'll take a 9. Oh, what? Can I take one of these guys? No. Can I take this guy? No. I have to use this guy. No. None of these guys are in range. I have to use the 9. Yeah, he's in range. He can take that guy out. There. So I'll move everybody closer, and then there. Okay, so Narm, she can heal herself. And there we go. Good. Now these guys are considerably thinned out. Well, no, they're not really thinned out. These main units are sitting here. Everybody's sort of going down and or trying to attack these guys. Like, leave them alone. Jesus Christ. Okay, Hawking. Let's keep your guys healed up. That's right. And soon the guys are just about healed. So I'm going to start moving up a little bit. Let them rearrange themselves so they can heal the last of his guys up. Hawking here is, or Albert here is still getting attacked by these losers. Again, he can just hold out by just take our damage units and move them down. And he's at full magic, so he doesn't need to do anything. He can hold. And that leaves Chris. So let's move Chris over and let's get ready to engage those guys. So maybe stack her about here. Take her injured units. Make sure they can get them healed. Oop, no, he can't reach. Okay, that's it. Now, as much as I like to bring those guys forward to attack those guys, she doesn't need it. I'll have to move the 8 over here for healing. Oh, I can't even move them from there for healing. Oh well. End turn. That's all I can do. So, yes, to continue my story. If you people have played Langrisser mobile, and if you've tried the new banner, let me know how you've turned out. Have you managed to pull any of the SSRs? Let me know what's your story. So my pull so far is basically I've pulled 6 tickets. I've managed to get Sumeria in the first 60, and then I decided, okay, well, shall I try my luck? And so I decided, okay, I've got about 40 more tickets to do. I will try my luck. And in the next draw of tickets, between basically 70 and 80 and 90, and of course 100. Let's see, first 60, after 60 I got so next, so batch 7. Okay, so batch 7, I didn't pull anything useful in batch 7. A whole bunch of more SSRs again, or SRs again, but batch 8 I ended up pulling batch 8 I ended up pulling Sumeria again. So I ended up with another 50 tickets for her, so I got her another star. And batch 9 I ended up pulling I ended up pulling Die Hard. So got another 50 tickets for Die Hard. So it's like, I didn't really need him, but okay. I really wanted Sakura. Come on. But it's all right. Unfortunately, I'm out of tickets now, so I gotta recharge a little bit, and hopefully I'll do a few more draws and a few more pulls on her. But yeah, so I got her up to level pull up to level 59. I did put all the way up to 60, and I'm right now just leveling her up on as a tank. so that should be another tank type person, which might be useful, I guess. Welcome to the stream, Warudo. Hey, how are you doing? And oh, okay, so you're answering back on the Langrisser mobile success that you've had. Let's see, what did you done? You've said, "Hello, hope you're doing well." Yeah, I'm doing very well today. I got a 4-star Sakura and a Sumeri under 100 summons. Well, you see, so there you go. So you got both of them. See, I ended up with Sumeri twice. Yeah. I've got 100. Yeah, so I'm also at 100 summons right now, and yeah, I've got Sumeri twice. I got Diehard once, and I got a whole bunch of the SRs. I was hoping for Serena, but I didn't get her. I got 1 shard for Serena. Way better than my trials. Other trials, the Sky collab. Yeah, I'd have to agree. I only managed to pull Rachel from that. So, or not Rachel. Why am I drawing a blank now? Hope you had Sakura. I'm so happy. Yeah, you turned out really well. It said considering the fact that I can't complain that I didn't draw lots of SSRs. Okay, so I mean that's fair. Like 3 SSRs in 100 pulls. That's pretty good. Just they weren't. If the other Sumeri like instead of getting Sumeri twice, I should have if I got Sakura in the second pull, then that would have been just perfect. I would have been okay. I'm done. Yes, it's 100 tickets. That's all I need. That I can, I can get ready for the next banner, which I do believe is. Oh yes, Bernhardt, Leon. Yeah, Bernhardt, Leon, and Elwyn. Okay, which is going to be the next one, and that's good because I need Bernhardt. So start saving up tickets for that one. But unfortunately, now I still have to get Sakura. So it's like makes me want to win. Okay, but that's good. Congratulations. That was that is very lucky of you to pull both. The other thing I haven't figured out yet is that maybe they just haven't activated is how in the hell you're supposed to get Iris. That's the other thing. So kind of a curious thing. They didn't really quite reveal how you're supposed to get the SR of Iris, because yeah, we could always use more healers. Definitely. Okay, so let's use Chris here and let's take care of these losers here. Okay, first let's heal her. So okay, I'll use a heal spell. Okay, let's see what's my range first. Okay, I can hit the 3, and that's the only thing I can hit. So maybe I'll just do that for now. And I have to move closer in order to get more. Yeah, maybe I'll move closer and I'll use. Okay, so I'll station myself there. I'll use maybe Albert or something to throw the heal spell across. So let's deal with these. Am I in range? See, one nice thing about Chris is that she's got a, because of the orb and everything, she's got a really large attack range. So her forces really can move and have a really nice area of effect. So okay, there. So get rid of all the little guys, and then yeah, I can. Let's try picking him down. Oh yeah, archers are doing really well against that. Stop! Jeez, almost gets killed. There. Alright, so that dealt with him. That's, okay. Alright, so all these guys are clear of their guys. We just have one more squad of dragons here. which are under that. Whoops. Okay, so she's fine. That Jessica's taking care of. They should be able to get rid of. See, there's only 1, 2, 3 of them left, so she should be able to take care of them this turn. Again, so let's use tie there. Should I use that? Attack is 2 hit points. Earthquake is 8. See, I'm thinking, maybe I save that earthquake for those guys up there. So yeah. So I'll do an attack here. Ding! Thank you. Alright. Let's go up and finish. Well, I don't need to finish him, but I need to finish this guy. Alright, so let's move this one here. Let's move him down here. She's injured. We have a 7 at the edge of my range here, so let's take him over here. Knock him out. Oh, okay, I have to move Jessica if I'm gonna get that guy. So I'll take this guy out. Have to move Norm out of the way. So maybe I'll just move her. Let's see up here. And I can get that guy. Maybe use this 10 over here. Get him with that. Now, I can get this guy if I jump out of range. I can probably hit him with this guy here. Without any problem. Oh, okay, I won't do it from that angle. I'll do it from this angle. There. So that's no problem. And can I take him down with these two guys? Oh yeah. I can take him with this guy, and I can take him with this guy. And he's gone. Yeah! And then Bozo goes, Kokomamade. It's like, you're surprising. You've got made it this far, but you can't get past me. And it says, ha. Bozo. And that's it. So killed all the dragons. Like, yes, it was just about to start the assault on Bozo, but of course, the winning condition is you don't have to kill him, which I guess is kind of tough because if you kill him, then the level's sort of over. If you don't kill him, then it ends up there. But that's all right. That's the way to complete this level. It's, definitely the opening move is very, very important as level. So if you are playing this, do make note that you have to take the first two magic users out of the game very quickly. And if you haven't leveled you guys up with flying units or whatever, then it might be tough. Okay, save the game here. Right here, bing, and good. Okay. Warudo goes, Iris isn't going to come out until the Elwyn event is over. Then Sakura Wars event should come out right after. She is a free 5-star SSR. Low-key wish Origami would have been a playable unit. Yes. Yes, that would be kind of a maybe I'm thinking that in that sort of respect, they may put that into into a future like the second half, because obviously there's still there's still 2 more team members that they could theoretically add into the game as well. And of course, then maybe as the third one, put Ogami, I suppose, because he could be like Weiler, kind of like a strategist person or the commander type of guy. So, who knows? I don't have the information on the. That's one thing I haven't been able to find is that the next set of proposed or the storyline of the next banners that are coming out. So who knows? That'd be good. So. Got my work cut out for me, that's for sure. And yes, you're right. They'll have to finish the Overlord series and that kind of stuff. I didn't get really far in that Overlord series. I mean, I finished the first banner, or the first tab of things that you had to buy. So I managed to finish buying everything off that first tab, and so I kind of stopped there, and that was really about it. I didn't bother doing the rest of the story. Usually, with all the crossovers, including Trials, and the this Overlord and that kind of stuff. I only and that even for the thing I come think of it, the swimsuits and that kind of stuff. I only ever did the first levels, or first or second level, or just the bare minimum needed to basically grind out all the pieces that you need, and then basically get the items on that particular list. Unfortunately, I still haven't got anything that from the special realm of things, so I can't buy anything in that. Because one of the key things that are in the new, actually part of this banner, is that Sherry has a special armor, the 1-up armor. That might be very interesting, but again, that's like 150, whatever Super Nintendo controller units to get that. So, if I haven't already made her strong enough as it is, then that could be a really cool thing to get, to really to really give that last little boost to Sherry. As if she isn't strong enough as she is already. But that would have been really cool. But I'll have to find out what they when that comes out, what we have to actually do to get it. It might be something pretty hard. They usually do that to me. They make it really nice and hard. So, it'll be a challenge. That's for sure. It'll be definitely a challenge. Okay, so let's do the preparation for level 18, and then we'll see what we got there. I've done the editing for the episode of the History of Fan Anime. Should be ready for tomorrow morning's release. But I do need to do some last little cuts to it, add some more pictures as reference and that kind of stuff. So I can spend a little time to do that later on tonight. Obviously, I think a lot of people are still waiting for the update. I don't know if the Apple side of the update is available yet. Like, why not? I'm sitting here. I may as well try it. So here, let me just quickly switch over Windows here so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay. Update. Ah, yes, the update on the Apple side actually works. Yes, they actually updated the picture and the graphics. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and update. Let's get that done. Okay, so there you go. If you need to download the iOS version of this, you can do so now. So, but mind you, if you haven't done so already, I'm sure the update icon will show up for you anyway. But yeah, I like the opening of this thing. It's kind of really cool. The music is always, they released so many albums for that thing. It was really amazing. Because I remember they made an original, they had an original soundtrack for that, but then I remember like they usually do with the seiyus and that kind of stuff, they released a seiyu version of the album. So it was, if I remember right, it was Sakura Wars Live, and they basically took the voice seiyus of the characters and that kind of stuff, and they made it into a singing basically a voice seiyuu version of that song sung by the actors. But the other thing I remember is that they did, which is different. They also did a kind of a stage play, like a Broadway stage play, because remember, Sakura Wars in itself is a performance troupe, right? So they also they did a stage play using the seiyus and that kind of stuff to reenact part of the show. So it's kind of like the Sakura Wars theater, I guess. Okay, whatever. So that was one of the things that I remember seeing for that. Never bought. I mean, I remember seeing it, and I remember I had it, but I never bothered to thinking that this is one of the things we should fan sub and translate and actually like release it as a fan as a fan sub type of thing. But we never ever did that kind of thing. But that does exist. So I don't never know whether or not anyone has ever actually gone through and actually done that. But yeah, there are not very many live action anime things from that from that time period that we actually went through and actually did the the thing for. Let's see. Let's see where are my pictures are. Oops. Let's see, was it on this phone? No, it's not on this phone, it's on the other phone. See, that's always another phone that you may kind of realize is that, well, you got too many phones and you got all these devices. But so, let's see. It's on this one. So I may as well finish telling my story using the pictures from this one. So it's a gallery. Okay, camera. Where am I here? Screenshots, there you go. So basically, okay. So yeah, after I got Samaria the first time, this is when I got Samaria. Let's flip it over here. Pain in the butt. Okay, so yeah, this is the second time I got her. So I got the 50 shards from that one, and then shortly after, in the next set of pulls, ended up pulling freaking Die Hard. So that's another freaking 50 shards. Not that it's a bad thing or anything. So yeah, that was one of the pulls. And the other thing on that particular pull was not only did I get Die Hard, which is this one right here, but I also got like Freya twice. So that's like 40 shards on Freya, which is not useful because she's already at 6 stars for me. But oops, let me whack the camera here. But that's still, so that becomes some nice memory essence for that. So that's okay because again you can use that for getting an SSR weapon or something like that. So that's always a good thing. So that's the sort of the high, some of the highs of what I've done in 100 tickets, and that's the beginning of the story. I still need to get Sakura, so I have to work on that, and let's see what happens when we get to Iris and that kind of stuff and that. Because one of the things that I don't know if they'll make it separate or not. They probably will, because I'm thinking that one of the special items for Sakura Wars, they'll probably put it into the special realm items, and that, or the special realms shop, is Iris's teddy bear, Jean Paul. That teddy bear is supposed to have the ability on that one is a plus 15% healing effects, and so since she's a healer in herself, when she gets like a plus 15% healing effect on basically in the aura around her, then yeah, she becomes a really pretty powerful healer just just with that one item alone. Okay, so you know, that's something to basically look at. So if you can imagine, if you put that on, like, well, if, you know, she already has an area effect heal, but I mean, you know, obviously if you you know, threw that onto like TRS or Liana whenever you're swapping gear around, you can imagine how, you know, how that would be, right? Plus 15%. She already, I think my Liana already does like 5,000 points of damage healing already. So another, you know, if I can boost that up another 5 more, you know, 5 to 10 more percent. Geez, I mean, you know, you can probably surpass like 6,000, maybe even 7,000 points of healing. So that's that's pretty significant, right? So we'll see what happens anyway. Okay. Anyway. So yes, so it looks like, yeah, so that's good. So now the update is now done. So it's took them all day, but you know, I guess better sooner than never, I guess. All right. So we are at 9 o'clock now. Okay, so Langrisser Mobile hasn't reset yet. I haven't quite done all my dailies yet either, so I should probably finish those off before, you know, they actually get done there. So, but what I'll do is I will prep level 18. And then maybe just quickly do the rest of my dailies here. Alright. Oh, saved. Okay. Let's back up here. And okay. Saved. Okay. Okay, fine. And okay. So it's saved. Okay. So we got the two magic users again, and so now we've managed to, you know, to breach the entrance of the castle. You know, our entire group now gets to go and make the advance into Bozel's castle. Get a chance to, you know, to beat at him. Okay, snow 18. All right. Okay, so we got lots of monsters coming up here. I got some more octopus guys. 1, 2, 3, 2 more things of the wyverns. You got a magic user with the skeletons. Another magic user with skeletons. Naiga has the rock golems, and yes, another set of you know, dragons with the slime guys. Great. Yeah, lots of monsters. And looks like we have the full line of troops, so let's pull everybody. Now, this time, let's look at Daisuke's little cheat sheet first and give me an idea what the heck I'm supposed to be doing here. Stage 8. So this is Daisuke's little cheat sheet. Let's see what he wrote down here. Objective: to kill Naya or be killed. So it's basically you have to go and kill the magic user, or be killed. So let's try to chase after him. Okay. Right. Oops. I'll switch back screen here. Okay. From Daisuke's notes, he goes. Okay, so again, because he's writing the notes according to how he played the game, I may note here that Albert is 1 level away from his last class change. So in my case, I did already level up soon. Okay, he was the last of my fighters that needed to be upgraded to the last class change. I only have Jessica, which is at level 7, and I have Chris, which is, I do believe, is at level 3. So she definitely needs the most amount of kills in order to get her 4th class change. The strategy will go to shift to go straight for the commander and kill him off. No need to collect any more experience points. So so yeah, because he was a little more careful in mining the experience points from the previous levels, previous 2 levels. He now has the luxury of not bothering, to meticulate all the experience points. He can basically now just go, okay, screw this. I'm just going to go right for the commander, kill the commander, and like the troops will go poof with them. Okay, I can't quite do that yet, so we'll do the slow manual grinding of this one. Again, you can choose everyone except one guy. Well, maybe we can ditch that Lance loser again. Okay, so strategy. I'm sending Narm, Jessica, and Chris up the bridge alone because they have the magic ability and they have the magic resistance. No point sending troops because the fireballs and meteors will just wipe them out. Okay, so basically the tip, yeah, you have some high magic user resistant guys, magic users. They're gonna go basically do a frontal attack against them because they have the magic spells themselves. No point putting troops on them. Okay, Narm is a walking death machine. I ran her up the bridge to take on all the meteor spells and attacks. She will take a 10 wyvern unit down to 1 or 2 by herself. A 10 broken unit will kill themselves if they attack her. A 10 bracken unit. So those kraken, sea monster guys. A 10 unit will kill themselves if they attack her. Even when she's down to 4 hit points, she can still take out a 10 crawler worm down to 3. So, that gives you an indication of how much of attack strength that Narm has. Fireballs do no damage to her, and the meteor spell only does 1 point of damage against Narm. So she is a walking, death machine. If you can get her up to her 4th class change, there's nothing that can touch her almost. Even something as powerful as the meteor spell, which will take most ground troops down 5 hit points. Only does 1 hit point of damage to her. So the boss, which is the magic user in this case, is only an attack 20 and a defense 20. So he's again he's a magic user, so no big deal. You'll wipe him out really well. The stone golems that he has are impervious to fireballs, meteor, and thunder. So you have to hit them head on. Even Narm could only knock them down to 4 on her first run at them. So those again. So the stone golems are going to be tough. But again, if you have Narm, you can take him down with like 2 runs, and then once you got you've broken a hole in the line, you can then just run somebody in or run her in, and just go gun for the guy directly. Okay. So it looks like it's going to be lots of fun throwing fireballs and stuff everywhere, everywhere. Everywhere and anywhere. Okay, so let's do that here. Okay, so let's start with troops. Okay. So since it's gonna be like that kind of combat, so here becomes the question. If we're using the strategy where we're going to charge people up a bridge and they're basically going to take a lot of magic assault and that kind of stuff, certain guys are not going to be able to survive all the things. So for example, Narm doesn't need troops anyway, but Chris, who's level 5 in this case, she still needs kills in order to get her up her class change. But again, if she's gonna run up the bridge, her troops are all just gonna get wiped out for the most part. Taylor here is much the same way. However, he does carry an earthquake spell. So let's do it this way. And Layden. Okay, in Layden I'm going to get. Yeah, let's load it up. Narm we're not going to load up. Soon, we have archers. Even though he doesn't really need it. Chris, we're not going to load her up with anything. Taylor, I'm not going to load him with anything. He does have magic ability, but he probably won't need it. Yeah, let's not load him up. Jessica won't load up. We'll load up archers. And we'll load him up with archers. And no, in the end, they may not even last, but who cares? We'll find out. Okay, so he will take the sword of Langrisser. Narm will take the devil axe. Soon, great sword. Chris obviously needs the orb. Taylor, I'm going to give the orb. Jessica, I'm going to give the orb. And Elbert, great sword. Hawking, great sword. Okay. We can go to the shop. No, we can't go to the shop. Okay, and there we go. Now, basically, everyone's is a big line across the bottom here, and there's a bridge right up the middle. So the strategy again is to basically take Narm, take her up the bridge first. We're gonna put Chris right behind her. We're gonna take Jessica, maybe put her on this side of her. We'll take Taylor. Let's put him on the Chris side here. And we'll take Layden. Let's put him on the far side over here. He's got flyers anyway. Soon, third guy in. Albert and Hawking up at the end over here. Good. We'll try that configuration and see how it goes. So what kind of guys are appearing on my radar here? There we go. Okay. So this is it. This is no, you can't let you do that. It says the king. Probably have to go ahead. You can't get up to me. It's like okay. Otto. 助けいつももう何 The king says, okay. Hey, cool. Alright. So again, we're going to try to get these units that have been separated without their troops. They're going to basically wander across this bridge. Now the problem is you got sea monsters already coming at you this way. You got sea monsters coming at you this way. They're just going to pound you as you go across. Then we got all these guys, dragon guys. Okay, so they're going to throw stuff at you. We got a wizard on this side and a wizard on this side, so as soon as you get through here, they're just going to be tossing, what's it? These guys like 24 magic points, so, you're going to have to throw something up here that can take a lot of damage and soak up all those spells before you can get up here. And then, once you get past them, then you go against Naya himself. Again, attack 20, defense 20. So in terms of strength, he's not all that big, but it's this stupid rock columns here. Yeah. Again, the attack's not huge. Attack 22 plus 4, but it's the defense 36 plus 4. So that's like a 40 defense. So I mean, really, the only person like like a Layden or a Narm, because the only people that can really get anything to that. Because I mean, if you've got the devil axe on Narm, she'll have an attack of 50, and so she'll have no problem, at least punching a hole in these guys. But other than that, regular troops aren't going to be able to do anything against those guys. So okay, so I'm going to save the game at this point here. Now they got it all. Save state 1. Okay. And mark down the map here. Okay, so that's done. We are at 9:21, so we got like a half an hour before um, reset on. So I'm gonna have to deal with that right now, and we'll take care of that thing. So yeah, I can deal with that on this part of the stream here. Give another resolution. One of the things I've got to do is I haven't figured out how to get BlueStacks running so that and making this program run both at the same time, so I can update here. I think I didn't I just do the update on this phone? Or no, I didn't actually do the update. Actually, I was just playing the video. That's what I was doing. Oops. So we'll just apply the update here. But yes, what I was trying to do is I was trying to figure out how to get the thing was in the actual version there. But no, it's not. It's well, kind of working on that through it, and I'm hoping to put it there. Dang, I wish the theme was in mobile. Yeah, I know. It is, isn't it? Right? Yeah, because as I said, Sakura Wars has a really nice opening theme song. But yeah, they only used it in the promo, and what to do. And maybe later on when they get into like Yu Yu Hakusho, it's the same thing. Yu Yu Hakusho, long series, has quite a few good songs on that. They have like these big huge box sets of like songs that comes from that series, which was which was a really popular thing. That see a lot of those those date sim shows and that kind of stuff all had really for the most part had some pretty good decent soundtrack. The one that really comes to mind is the game Debut. So made by the same people who made Graduation. Those guys all made a game called Debut, which is basically instead of you being so Graduation is the you're the teacher and you've got 5 students, and then you basically control and basically deal with the students. Okay, so picking them to do different things. If they have problems with their schoolwork, then you can tutor them, give them different things to do, disciplining them, giving them gifts and all that kind of stuff. Okay, those guys not only did they make a sequel to it called Neo Generation, so that's Neo Graduation, which is the second generation of students. Okay, but at the same time, those guys also made Debut, which is basically you're the manager, okay, and then you've got idol singers, okay. So okay, still loading. You basically and so they're the idol singers, and then so you have to, as a manager, control their schedule, where they go, what lessons they take, and blah blah blah, and what shows they perform in, and basically trying to get them to succeed. But as a consequence, you have to deal with their problems and ego and whatever their moods and all that kind of stuff. So you gotta make adjustments to whatever you're doing and whatnot, and then different reactions will happen. What do you Warudo says the Sakura Wars theme is also in the summon gallery in the collab section. Oh, okay. I didn't, when I was doing the summons, I didn't really 100% pay attention to that. I just remember I was, well, it was early in the morning when I pulled that out, and I started doing the first set of, let's say 40. Yeah, I think I had 40, 50 Trinity tickets. So I decided first thing in the morning, let's pull a bunch of tickets. Let's see what happens. First. Early morning. Oops, cancel. Let's do a quick early morning sort of thing, and sometimes I'm lucky, but you know, this time I came out okay, because I said the previous banner I took a I took a hell of a lot of the tickets to get anywhere. Nothing. Okay, there you go. Yeah, the artwork is actually pretty good too. I noticed that you know when they did the mixing of the stuff. I never did. Like I don't know about you, but like, did you manage to finish the crossword or that jigsaw puzzle of things for the Sakura Wars banner with the basically the Sakura Wars and slash Liana picture? Because you know, I certainly didn't. You know, I was looking at it yesterday, you know, trying to collect, you know, like basically collect up my pieces, and then I realized, okay, I'm about, you know, like maybe halfway, not even, you know. I'm looking at it going, what? The thing expires like today's the last day, like I'm done, like whatever, and it's like, I didn't even make it halfway up the stupid ladder, man. Jeez. But you know, I think, see, I think, yeah, I remember the ladder's like three. Oh, actually, I wonder if the ladder's still here. Probably not. Okay, so the banner's up. Let's see. Is the ladder thing? Yeah, redeem points. Yeah, so basically, I went up to the redeem points here, and you know, I'm not really finished this thing here. You know. Oh wait, I got 4 chances left. Wait, okay, let me do my 4. Okay, some more gold. Light the puzzle again. Yeah. More gold. I get a random more gold. And more gold. Hooray. Okay, so no more pieces left. So, you know, it doesn't look like I've completed, like a lot of the puzzle, but I mean, you know, or kind of, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I've got like 11 pieces of the puzzle left to go. You know, I'm just about at the ore here, because it said 27 pieces will get you the ore. And I'm not there yet, for sure. Well, okay, and so the event time is from 9:19 to 9:26, which is like yesterday. So I mean, it's already too late to do anything more to this. I'm not going to get any more like stuff, right? Yeah, so I'm all done all those, and of course, we've already done the refresh, so that's about as far as I get in the puzzle. So yeah, so basically I missed my chance of getting the ore. Oh well, can't do anything about that. Let's see. Yeah, the Echo Light is quite interesting. Lots of stuff again. This gives you the, was it that? Yeah. You get the 2 main costumes for both Sakura and Sumire. What's this one? Oh, that's the new event one. Yeah, so I haven't. Yeah, I've already got the Sumire. I just need to take care of the other ones. And that's always tough. Well, anyway, so I'm just gonna quickly just go through and make sure I've actually touched up on these things. I'm trying to collect up my expedition things first here. But yeah, one of these days I have to figure out how to get the emulator from the Windows crossed over so I can actually put it on my main screen. Unfortunately, by doing it one at a point at a time, I always end up always crashing it. So that's not always the intended result here. So let's grab Sherry, let's grab him, and let's grab him. 100%. Okay, confirm. And expedition number 2. Let's grab Angelina. Let's go down the list and grab her, and let's grab her. That's 94%. That's no good. Let's go Lewin. No. Let's back up and get Diehard. And no, let's back up and grab 98%. 90. Let's back up a little bit more there. 100%. There you go. Confirm. So 200%. So let's go to mission number 3. And let's just grab the top first 3. And that's 100%. Okay. So I'm finding, as a byproduct of leveling up all my characters evenly up all at once, one of the things is it makes the expeditions much easier, because the chances of me having a guy that's high enough level to actually do something productive is more likely. So I'm able to hit 100% on all of those things. But the other nice thing about doing that is that whenever you do your guild wars, you'll more likely have characters that can actually do something, at least contribute some points or whatever, or contribute a couple kills in the guild war. So I'm still working on that. I'm up to level. I'm just finishing up leveling everyone up to level 51, which is tough, because I know that a lot of people just level up, your top, let's say 10 characters, top 12 characters, and then you just kind of let everybody else go to pot, because I don't use anybody else's gear. And so okay, so I've done that. Let's just quickly collect all my Legion of Glory gifts here, which is all money for the most part. Oh, more crystals. I could use that. That's my I can use that for more summons. Okay, check my friends. Again, if you wish to send me a friend request, it's the King of Smut 95, and Smut has 2 U's. All right. I am on the Mirrorport server, so if you want to add me, whatever, by all means, send me an invite, and I'll put you up on there. Because I'm always looking for people, and said, if people are inactive or whatever, I tend to delete them pretty quickly anyway. So, but on the cross server platform, I've got lots of room. Bonds. Okay, let's make sure I've used up all my bonds. Yep, 0. So I'm done there. And let's quickly check my missions. I've used 155 stamina today. Everyone else is done, so good. Okay, so yeah, I've pretty much done all the necessary things for reset. So I'm doing good. I can always check my guild, because I haven't done a lot in the guild today. Yes, level 50. I haven't done a heck of a lot. So now, because it's 9:30, I can basically go into the guild. Yeah, I still have got like my level 60 guys. I've got Narm, Layden, Elwyn, Freya, Landis, Angelina, Lance, Lana. They're all level 60, and they haven't been used yet. So with half an hour left to go, we just go take those on solo. We'll take all the power-up guys here. So let's just make a team of all the power-up guys here. Make sure I have a healer. Oh, I've got a healer, so let's put him there. Okay, good. We'll use Grenier as my tank. Got a healer. Good, go. And we'll go to auto. Okay. Yeah, and then let them fight away for a while here. So yeah, so again, by having my characters all boosted up, when I go to do, let's say in this case I'm playing the guilds at nightmare mode, so the lowest level is level 50. I've already leveled up all my guys to at least 51 for the most part. So mix them up with a few of your mains they should be able to do a couple kills. You get about 16 points for every kill on the thing, and you roughly get a percentage point for every wave clear. So, if there's 5 levels and you manage to clear everyone off the first or second level, that's 2% towards the to the total. And sure, you think, well, that's level 50. Who cares, right? Well, if you cleared it using if you manage to get 1%, and you just used all your leftover like crap. You can build a couple teams of leftover crap, and you can get a couple percentage points out of it. And so, if it helps you get your 5,000 points for your guild every week or whatever, twice a week or whatever, then sure, what the hell? It gives you points and gives you that. Those guild points are very, very helpful, especially in a person like in my case where I'm not really good enough to do level 55 in a lot of those things, and you need level 55 to get certain of those SSR things from the Aniki gym, for example. It's also the first level where you get SSR drops from the dragons and that kind of stuff. So I'm not quite there. I'm close, but because I haven't 100% spent all my effort and all my resources to power up my top 10, that's probably because I'm a little bit farther behind because I haven't brought those weapons up to like level 50, and I haven't fully mastered every single path and everything to trait for like every one of the characters, and I haven't sat there with trying to to work on the bonds, for example, and try to get all the bonds up. So that's probably why I'm not quite there yet. But as I said, I'm on the path there. I have resources coming in. So as long as I have resources and that kind of stuff coming in, then the path or the solution's there. It doesn't seem like a hopeless thing. And I think, and I don't know if you guys notice it, but if you do, let me know. But I mean, do you find that when you look at your friends list, okay, and when you look down the list of friends, and then you go, okay, well, I want to, I'm out of room. I already have my 60 friends, but I need some more room. So let's go down the list of friends and see who hasn't logged in for a very, very long time, and maybe they've got to a point where they've stopped playing the game, and they haven't turned the game back on for a long time. Have you noticed that most of those most of those players and that kind of stuff that have stopped playing the game are around level 50ish, 50? I'm gonna say something like level 48 to about level 52, 54. It seems that a lot of people have given up playing the game or stopped playing the game at that at that level, at that normal level. And I think that directly corresponds to the fact that is approximately where on the map the level of the encounters and that stuff on the map, when they hit level 52, that's sort of where it plateaus out a bit, and people who are not quite high enough level, too weak or whatever, they can't complete a lot of the things that are that are set at that level, which is like a lot of the random events and that kind of stuff. They seem to be all tuned to level 52, and when you get to the story, especially after you pass the Emerald Gate and all that stuff, everything's already attuned for level 52 and up. So as you go further and further in the story, the level becomes more and more complex at level 52. Also, the time rift, because that's roughly when you begin to do the story for Langrisser, Langrisser 2, alternate story and stuff. That also ends up being, the complexity level is level 48 going upwards, starting from the I think it was 7-1 and and the Elite 7 series. Okay, so again, they're running into troubles in their levels and that kind of stuff, where their characters aren't quite strong enough, even though that they are, their level is right, but their characters aren't strong enough. So again, that's just a sort of, that's just sort of one observation I noticed, and I think that that hurdle or hump is not an easy one to get past, because again, we're up so high level. A lot of experience points and resources are needed to get past 52 to level 55 or whatever it is, right? So definitely, I've noticed that the guild is a big source or a big thing for that. And again, maybe a lot of people don't like doing that because of the fact that they're more interested in completing the story, the map, the time rift and that kind of stuff. And so getting away from that and spending more time in the guild, might be not their thing. Okay, I'm just keeping a guy who hasn't played since day one. It reminds me how long I've been playing this game. So far, it's 240 days. That's actually pretty clever, really. That's actually good because I don't exactly know what how many days I've been playing the game. All I know is when I first. I mean, I'm probably sure there's some kind of thing somewhere, maybe. I don't know, or maybe within the game it keeps track of when you download it. Maybe. No, maybe not. But yeah, I would have to say I should probably. I mean, if I go back to my Facebook postings and that kind of stuff, I remember one of the quests on Sherry's Path of Light was that you have to share or something, right? So I remember I hit the Facebook button, and it fired a message and posted it up on my Facebook feed. So theoretically, at least when I pulled my first SSR, which was Liena, I should have a post on my Facebook page of when that happened. So I mean that must be then obviously pretty close to when I first started playing the game, and that was approximately about 6 months ago, probably. 6 months ago. I haven't been playing the game very long. 6 months. I guess I'm approaching 7 months. So, because I know that I know when Sherry's Path of Light thing was going on, that was spring, I guess, roughly when it is. Because I know it was before summer. Because I know when summer came out, that's when we started going crazy, trying to get the Freya swimsuit. That was the big one. That was the big one for me. Is to get Freya's swimsuit. That was what it was. Yes, because I remember I had to calculate it. It was the calculation went. You need 30,000 points, to unlock Freya's swimsuit. And I only ever did the first level, like the first island test for Freya's swimsuit thing. And I remember every time I completed it, because it was like level 35 or whatever it was, you only got like 200 points or something like that. Like even because I didn't have any of the other characters that were like powerful enough or leveled up enough. I didn't really use too many of those guys. So just using the guys I had, when I did the clear, it was like 200 points. So I did the calculation. Obviously, so 5 points. You need 5 clears to make 1,000 points. You need 30,000. 30,000 points. So that means I had to grind the level 150 times. Okay, and so I'm thinking, okay, 150. Okay. I figured out the configuration. Like put Sherry up here and put there, and like put these guys in different places. And so I just got to do that. hit auto, and boom, go ahead, and it would take it, beat it down, and it would know it, and whatever, and boom, that's 200 points. So I just realized, okay, I can do the level. Let me think. I remember. It's like it was. You had 100. It was like 120 stamina points. You can do it. 24 times in per 10-hour period, because that's how long it took you to do it, right? So then I went, okay, 24, 24. So that's 72 times. In essentially a day period. So then that means I can do it 144 times in 2 days, and so somewhere on the third day I'll hit 30,000. I'll have enough points, and then without really just using the regeneration of stamina and not using the burgers and that kind of stuff, because I gotta save the burgers up for daily things. But yeah. So yeah, it calculated out. So yeah, so after to do 150 repetitions of that one stinking level, it was going to take me through 2 days, 2 full days, and just a little bit of the third day, and they got. So I did that, and finally unlocked that that swimsuit, and that was it. Yeah, for sure. After that, then it was like, okay, I don't really care about the rest. And I think I might have, did a little bit more just to get some more, stuff, whatever. And I think I stopped around 50,000 or something like that. Let's see what it says. I hated that event. I hated that event. I had none of the bonus units, and that I got wasn't leveled. Yeah, so. At the time I was playing it, it was in exactly the same situation as you, because I said I still haven't. See, when I got Freya, I probably only had 2, maybe 3. I might have had 2, maybe 3 SSRs at that point, and my 3 SSRs at that point would have been Liana, Lana, and Tiaras. Okay. And I was still working on Sherry, because we were, or I might have just finished getting Sherry using the Path of Light thing. Okay, so that's all I had, right? So I had no Leon, no Elwyn, no Layden, or that kind of stuff. So Sherry was my only really offensive character, and everybody else I had was healers. Except for Lana, but Lana only really was a one-on-one thing, and she didn't have like AoEs at that time. But yeah, so it was tough. So again, and none of my other guys were powered up, and so basically that's why I had to do it the really slow way. I mean, if I had a bunch of guys that are powered up and I can complete the level using Sherry by herself, or she can solo it herself, then I can throw in the other level up guys, and I would have got more points. But as it was, I virtually used none of the power up guys, and all I got was like the base 200 points for doing the level. So that's why it took like 150 clears to actually clear it. This new event, for getting blah, 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 blah. Who was I forgot who I was getting here. The more recent event here, even the Layden's event here, the Overlord. I did the same thing. Just cleared the first 3 levels just enough so I can get each of the 3 parts, and then I just blasted it. As many times I needed to. It's like, for example, I think it's like, I needed 24 of those dark shards to do 5, to get the 5, bags of whatever. And so I think, okay, that's 5 times, 20 minutes, so 24. That's 96 shards or whatever. I can get that. You get like 8 every, so 4 plus 8 or something like that. Every time I cleared it, so just pound it through 12 times, and then you're done. So every day is just like, okay, right, bang, 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 and got it. So yeah, so yeah, this the Overlord event was okay. I mean, I didn't get as far as I like to or anything, but I did enough. I did enough. I got the hours and stuff as I need them. So okay, so we got it clear. No, not too bad. 432 points. So I probably cleared 3 full waves, 4 waves maybe of guys in auto, and the 2 main guys were that I had in there was like Layden. Well, I think I had Layden and I had Elwyn, but other than that, everyone else was pretty much crap. Just send them in there again. Let them survive. So 951. So that's the last of my. So I'm not gonna send them in again because obviously I have the risk of not being able to complete the wave before reset happens, and if that happens, then those guys get used up or I can't use those guys tomorrow. So in case I need to use those for GW, kind of with that, I'm at 1,000. 1,192 points so far. But I'd like to try to get at least 5,000 points so that I maximize my guild rewards for that. And so we'll do that for good. Okay. So we'll close that window there and go back up here. There we go. And hit my stream window here. Okay. So thank you for all the people that have watched me on Twitch and all that kind of stuff. We've just been just finishing up the stream right now. I noticed my clock is up to 2 hours and 12 minutes. So this is about the length of time I need to go before I can post this up, because otherwise it gets a little too long and people start complaining. Okay, so we're just a few more moments before 10 o'clock. So that's when the Langrisser down here will reset, and then we get ready to start doing the next days of dailies. Okay. Thank you again, Chad, for joining us. Thank you, Warudo, for joining us. Nice to always have you back at the day. And so tomorrow, I've already queued it up on the screen here. The Langrisser episode 18. Okay, so there's only 2 more levels left after this, 1920, and then we can do the special otaku mode. And again, that'll be very interesting for all those people who haven't seen it, because I said most people haven't ever seen even this, what I'm playing right now, which is the PC Engine version of Langrisser. A lot of you are have seen Warsong on the Sega Genesis, and you'll be playing that, and so already you guys can always see a lot of the major differences in the way you play this game and the strategy that you play, because again there's so many different changes that make you play it differently. The introduction of weapons, the actual hidden classes of 4 of the characters makes you play the game differently. But yes, as I said, we will get into a very interesting and very fun, a fun way of doing the game. When we get to the special stage, I would say. Special. Okay, so again, we'll do that afterwards, and we'll get that. Rhoda says, I want someone to play Langrisser FX on the PC FX or any other FX game on a stream. Yeah, that's like I have a PC FX, okay, and I have Langrisser for the FX, and I have, what else do I have? Debut for that. I think I have Neo Generation. Yes, Debut. I think I also have Neo Generation, or Neo Graduation. For the FX, I think I have Yuna for the FX. I think too. Yes. But yeah, that would be kind of interesting, because I know you're right. I don't think anyone really has played those games on the thing. I don't think anyone's ever, like played any FX games in general. Actually, come to think of it, so yeah, maybe that's something that I get into. I do have a capture card, that I've been kind of dying to try out to see, how well I do with console gaming and that kind of stuff. So maybe that might be something I might want to try after finishing Langrisser here. Get into another type of game like that. I mean, I know that I have. I'd love to. I would. Yeah, would love to play Lady Phantom again. Just pull the. Find my old PC Engine and pull that out and play that. Because as I said, Lady Phantom would be a nice game to play. The Macross strategy game might be another one, because I've kind of forgotten how that one was completed. Kind of left a stack of games sitting here, waiting for thing. So of course, I'm right now working through the Langrisser right now. That would be kind of fun. Yes, I still have I could put this back in the archives, but yeah, this is my version of Cotton, the U.S. version of that one. Not very good at shooters, but that was a really cute one. But yeah, this is the game I was referring to. This is the Macross strategy game. I think that one would be a fun one to play through, because I don't think anyone really plays through that one. Lady Phantom, okay, that's the one I booted up a couple times, but I think my emulator on this PC Engine emulator that I'm playing with the Magic Engine on the on this computer doesn't work 100% properly, because it doesn't return. I think you can get it to return back from the main combat menu, with that kind of stuff there. And of course, there's the infamous Aniki game, of course. But maybe we'll play that on an actual console. We'll probably play a lot easier. Maybe I'll stop dying. Because again, I'm not very good at shooters, so. And yeah. And of course, yeah, this is the other one I pulled ahead with, which is the Yamato game. And I remember playing this game, and this game plays really differently, and so I'm gonna have to pull that one out and maybe play that one out, a couple levels that one, because that's one of those. It isn't a strategy game per se, the strategy game like like we were playing with Langrisser and that kind of stuff right now, but it's more of that simulation, and they did a lot of that stuff at that time, right? Star Wars arcade, Star Trek arcade and that kind of stuff was kind of like that and whatnot. But this one is a truly a Kobayashi adventure type of game, but for the Yamato. So that was So yeah, I got a few games in there, so but you're definitely right. If once I find that, I may go into my closet of archives there and pull out the PC Engine FX and hook that up and play that again. Well, definitely another one of those games I want to play again would be Graduation. Not so much Neo Graduation, because I know the mechanics in the game kind of changed a bit, so it's not as easy to play. But definitely Graduation, I would love to play that again and see if I can get that funny ending and actually get it recorded and whatnot. At least now with the streaming and that kind of stuff, I can definitely screen capture and put the different things on, so I can send it to my translator Daisuke and say, "Hey Daisuke, did I get that special ending where where the teacher gets married to the student?" And it's like, "No, I didn't." Ah, darn! Just have to try it again. Play it again. So we'll do that for it. So Warudo writes, "Yes." Nice. I always wanted to obtain the PC Engine FX for a good price. Yeah, it's tough. Because that's one of those consoles that kind of that really slipped by by everybody. But definitely still had a lot of good games on it. Debut, I think, was also another one. I know I have Debut for the PC Engine. I'm just thinking of whether to have it for the FX, but yeah, I do have a selection of FX games for that, and that was one of them, I think. I don't remember. I had the Fist of the North Star game for the PC Engine FX. I know that was supposed to be pretty funny. Anyway, still can't believe you got cotton for less than $15. Yeah, that was. See, I'm glad you enjoyed that story. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, there was a lot of things like that kind of thing. And actually, come to think of it, it wasn't just cotton I got for really dirt cheap from Radio Shack. I remember the PC Engine, or in this case, it was the TurboGrafx Duo. I remember I got I got the smoking hot deal on the TurboGrafx Duo as well. You know, geez, I'm already on overtime, but why not? While you got me on the topic, I like this. It's fine because if I like it when when you the viewers write something and say something there, and ask me a question or whatever, and I can respond with a story that is totally organic, okay? Because I think storytelling and that kind of stuff is the most fresh and most interesting when I haven't got it scripted. I haven't planned that I was gonna talk about a particular topic or whatever, to you. For example, the stock topics that I had kind of thought of today was going to be that it was one hit wonder Wednesday. When I was watching the Twitch feed for the Brewer Nation Live, and of course the new update for Sakura Wars and for the Langrisser mobile, as I showed you. Things like that. The new Seth Viper slash Mono Goose shiny for the Pokemon Go. These are things that are news articles that are sort of planned. But I mean, said, when you make a mention of the awesome deals that you get at Radio Shack, that just spontaneously makes me think of all the these other stories and cool things that I didn't think of, but I can share with you because you've managed to remind me of it. So anyway, so not to bury the lead, I will tell you the story. I've already mentioned that I managed to buy cotton from Radio Shack for under $15 because of the way that they sell clearance product. Okay, one of the other things that was that I bought that year, I think it's the same receipt. I think I don't remember, but I remember the mechanics behind it. But it was almost the same trick that I did with the TurboGrafx. So I've mentioned that at Radio Shack they used to have the TurboGrafx computer, the game console, hooked up into this basically console where they basically took a 14-inch Hitachi TV and they mounted it into a cabinet, and then they ran the controllers up the front so that customers can come up and pick up the controller and they can start playing some kind of game or whatever. And there we go. Now again, in my store that we had running, I'd always love putting Japanese games in there and let people try them and that kind of stuff. But games that have at least really cool openings and that kind of stuff, that was always really lots of fun. But the story is that when Radio Shack sold the TurboGrafx Duo, it was not cheap. It was the system itself was $399. Okay, regular price at Radio Shack. Okay. And again, you had the ability, as the store manager, person who worked there, I was able to do the ordering and all that kind of stuff. And so here's what happens. Okay, so they have this game console or whatever, and it's getting out there. I know, and this is the time where the PlayStation 1 started coming out. Okay, so the Radio Shack was getting ready to discontinue the TurboGrafx, right? They're going to discontinue the games. They're going to discontinue the console and that kind of stuff. But usually what they need to do is they need to empty the warehouse. In our case, the main warehouse is in Barrie, Ontario. I know that in the U.S. the main warehouse is in Fort Worth, Texas. But or sorry, Fort Worth, Texas in the U.S. and it was in Barrie, Ontario for Canada. Okay. So what they do is they say, okay, we're gonna do a clearance sale, okay, and we're gonna go, okay, we're gonna sell off our TurboGrafx and our games and that kind of stuff, and the regular price is like $3.99. We're gonna put them on sale and kind of blow them out of the warehouse or whatever for like $2.99, okay. And you get to, and the managers and that kind of stuff, they'll think, okay, how well will that kind of sell in this kind of a thing? So you have the opportunity to order units in, so that when the sale hits, then you'll have inventory, right? So I made sure, okay, it's going on sale. That means it's going discontinued. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I order one for myself, like a brand new one in a box for myself, to bring it into the store. Okay. And so I do that, and of course, this is again, to continue on with my cotton story. All the software was the same way. So they marked down, I think, the software like 20% or whatever, or 25% or whatever. So any game that I was interested in, I made sure I ordered one, so I would have that particular game, ordered in, fresh, clean one that for me, right? So it'd come in, whatever. They would advertise, in their flyer, the Radio Shack flyer and whatever, and people would come in and buy it or whatever. But the check of what is that whenever people would come in my store, at that time, the computer may say two. One that's sitting in the cabinet for playing, and of course the one that's brand new sitting in the back waiting for me. Okay, I'd hide it in the back and bury it, and so that we had it in the store, so that it didn't physically leave the store. It actually still is in the store, but no random employee or person or even the manager knew where it was. Okay, they'd go and say, oh, well, the computer says we have two. I can only find the one display and I can't find the other one. So okay, well, we can't sell it to you. Maybe we can do a rain check, or we'll send you to another store that has one. But we have no more of these piece engines or whatever for like $2.99. Okay, so it's fine, whatever. So the sale, after that month, the sale would end, and it would go from clearance, okay, at $2.99 to discontinued at $2.99. Okay, so for the first month, okay, and then the policy for Radio Shack and all these, that they do for selling off stuff is what they refer to as a Dutch auction or reverse auction. What it does is, okay, first month it drops from clearance to discontinued, the price drops 10%. Okay, so normally it's a $399 console, drops to $299 because of the clearance sale, and then from after like a month after the clearance sale has ended, and now it's on the discontinued pile, it gets dropped another 10%. Okay, so $299 will drop it down to $269. Okay. And then basically, again, inventory shows that we have two of them. Well, we have the display, and then we have the, the mine, that I've got here in the back. Okay, so if a customer comes in and says, "Oh, I really want to buy this" or whatever, it's like, well, all we have is our display. Is that okay? And then it's like, well, they hum and haw, and they go, well, I'll tell you what, we'll give you like an extra 10% or 20% discount just because it's the one on display and it's been used or whatever. And it's like, then some people may go with it and some people might not, and whatever. So anyway, next month goes by, drops another $30. Next month goes by, drops another $30. Keeps dropping basically. 10% for every month that it stays that's discontinued and it's still in the store, and it keeps dropping, okay, until it gets to about 90% off. So basically, you know, you know, a $300 unit drops to essentially. I remember I didn't drop it all the way down because I remember something else happened. I'll explain that. I remember I think it dropped down to like $90. I think it was 90. I think it was, or I think it might have been a little bit more, like because you know, I think it might have been 120 or something, because again, around Christmas time, okay, almost every single year, like without fail, you know, we all the employees get a letter from the you know, the president of you know, of Radio Shack, and it's like, oh, thank you for all your hard work that you've done all throughout the year. You know, we would not be as successful as shareholders or whatever, blah blah blah. You know, and to show our gratification and all this other blah 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 of your great work, you know, we're gonna offer all you, your quote friends and family, you know, this one-time discount of 20% off your purchase. Okay, so basically, you know, you can pick anything that you know that you have in the store or whatever, and you know, whatever good things that you want to do for your Christmas shopping and all that kind of stuff. You got to basically get 20% off your entire purchase on this thing, okay? Which also includes things like you know, extended warranties and repairs and all that sort of stuff. That's been special ordered, if I remember it too. Anyway, so as I was saying, like, you know, I think I had this thing down to like $120. So it's not what didn't drop all the way down because, you know, that's when Christmas hit. But I remember it was like down to $120, and then I got the discount letter from, you know, the president for Christmas. So that knocked it down another, you know, 20%, which is like, you know, again $20. Because I remember the whole thing came out to just under $100. Okay, so basically a $399, you know, PC Engine, you know, TurboGrafx unit I got for just a little under $100, because I let this continue, and you know, I got it with the Christmas discount, and I got it basically, you know, pristine brand new one, which, you know, I ordered as a brand new one, and, you know, left it, you know, sealed in a box. Nobody knew where it was, and you know, I had it there and kept it in the back, so that no one would touch it and no one would open it, and no one would do nothing to it. And then all of a sudden, Christmas time, oh hey, look what I found. Okay, I guess I'll buy it. You know, oh, we managed to find this. Oh, I guess I'll buy it. And, you know, here you go, $120. You get the 20% discount, and then it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, this is an awesome price. Yeah, I'll buy it now. Yeah, okay, and there you go. So anyway, so that's my story of how I got my first you know, TurboGrafx you know, Duo, you know, Turbo, you know, Turbo Duo there, for that. So yeah, saving some money on this console, that's for sure. So what else? Yes, if only GameStop gave me a discount for all the times they gave me a copy on display, I would save so much money. Yeah, that's the problem with GameStop, because GameStop is like, I mean, I get it. I mean, they make an absolute freaking killing on used video games, right? Because they'll buy a game for like $5 or like $3, because they say, oh, you know, that's all the game's worth or whatever. They turn around and sell it for like $19 or something like that. And I get it, you know, they have to pay the employees, they have to pay rent. And, okay, sure, I mean, I get it, but wow, man, like, you know, I've heard too many horror stories of people, like, you know, bringing, you know, their entire, like, you know, Sega Genesis collection, okay, or Sega Genesis, and they're, you know, like 50 games for it. It's like, yeah, you know, can I trade all these games in, and you know, and you know, do I have enough to buy a PlayStation? And it's like, and they type it all in and say, okay, yeah, you know, this, you get so much for the system, you get so much for all these you know, Sega Genesis games and that kind of stuff. And by the time we figured it out, Yeah, it's worth $70. So a PlayStation is still like $300 or whatever. Yeah, so you still have to pay $230, even though you gave us your you know fully decked out Sega Genesis with like 50 games. Yeah, you still owe us $270. Like, and of course kids will be like, oh, okay, yeah, what a deal. Yes, oh yes, under $100. They still don't sell a Turbo Duo for a market from our price. They are still so expensive. Yes, agreed. Yes, even I know that they've got a TurboGrafx or PC Engine Mini coming out. But yeah, a lot of people still, have bought out that thing just because of the fact that's one of those systems you can actually play the CDs and stuff. Really, really, no, it's really a popular system. That's it. I could care less about that, but I am playing full price for a game that is open for display. What's worse is they lost the box. Yes. What's actually worse is when you go and you flip into the display or whatever, and you pick out the one that has the cover and the box, and then you take it up to the counter and say, "Hey, I want to buy this game or whatever," because they did this with my freaking Minecraft game for the Xbox 360. I found a version of Minecraft for the 360. It had I have the one with the cover and everything in the box. Okay, take it to the counter and say, "Okay, I want to buy this one." And when they gave it to me, they gave me a box, or sorry, a version or the CD that didn't have the box, like the original box. They just gave me a blank CD or DVD jewel case, and they just threw the game in that into an envelope and threw it into that and gave me that. And I looked at it going, wait a minute, no. I grabbed the one with the with the cover and everything, and going, and it says, oh no, that's our display thingamajig, blah 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 blah. So this is the price of the whatever. And I was going, no, this is like, oh. So if it wasn't the fact that I really needed that game for the 360, then I probably would have complained. But because I found it, and it was still like $15 or something like that. I mean, I'm sure I probably could have, if I waited long enough, I probably could have got for like $10 off of Craigslist. But time was the essence, and I wasn't gonna bitch and complain about $5. So it really kind of bugged me. But whatever. It is what it is, and maybe that's why they're that's why they're starting. A whole bunch of their stores are underachieving. So maybe that's why. But yeah, it's such an annoyance. Such an annoyance. I 100% agree with you. Okay, so again, I'd like to thank you for joining me on the stream. I've got a little bit of work to do to prep the episode for tonight. So I want you guys to have a good evening, and thank you again for joining me on my stream. What you want to do first thing tomorrow morning is around 7 a.m. Hopefully, yes. I've got the premiere set for the next episode of the History of Fan Anime. I'm going to be opening up the Cream Lemon LD box set, and yeah, that's gonna be an interesting episode. Like I said, there's not only is it one of the premier rare hentai things that was available at that time, but there's some stuff in that box which really tells you and really dates you of when this stuff comes out and how technologically, how much technologically we've advanced since then, to have these things that were really, really cool when they first came out, but now nobody uses it. So it technically obsoleted itself. Okay, but that's sort of your trailer, shall we say, or your little tease. So again, I'm going to spend some time right now, and I'm going to clip and cut that and get that ready, And yes, it'll be ready first thing tomorrow morning, so you can have a look at that on my YouTube channel. So again, go to YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you go to YouTube and look up the King of Smut 95, and you will see my YouTube channel there, and you can subscribe and hit notifications. I'm supposed to have notifications working. For some reason, I don't. Even when I put the YouTube feed up today, it didn't. It didn't send out notifications. Yet it says the stream's working. So I'm not 100% sure why or what. What that is. The deal with that is YouTube is. I'm still trying to figure out why it works sometimes and why it doesn't work other times. So, and I thought I had it to a system where it did work, but. No, maybe not. Well, maybe that's why Twitch is doing so well and YouTube's not, right? Okay, so until tomorrow, we can try this again. Friday night is always a good night, always a hot night for cool stuff like this. I will see you again. All right. Have a good night.